there a chat? Oh, the chat's working. And okay, so now if I take this, so how does, I don't know what this is. Oh, I can move that over. How about this one? Work. Yeah, I just set up a chat. Figured out now. Hey, just, just, hey, good, good to see you. Uh, yeah. Uh, but not here. But I can take that one away. I can move that out. And oh, now I got the chat here. So this is a different shot. Okay, so I got the big one. So that one's set up. So I got that. So, but how do I write? Great, now it's all messed up. How do I fix that? That's, oh, okay. Oh, come on. Trying to fix this. So many things to deal with. There you go. If I do this, and I got it here. Come on. So, come on. Right there. Yeah, oh, here we go. So, uh, uh, works well. Works well, but need need to uh, so for some reason I don't get the chat up here. So what? And it froze. Okay, so now I got to check my. All right, how's the stream? Let's look at settings. Stream. I think my settings are wrong again. Stream. Output. Okay, that's okay. And how about? It's okay. Why is it's not? Yeah. Well, right now my video is not working. Buffering is not working. So if I take this one, so now my screen is locked. Let's see if I can re. Okay, now it's working. Is it working? Let's see what my. So if I look at the camera, I'm good, right? So now I'm all right. No, I'm not even looking at the camera. No. Trying to see the delay right now. Trying to work on the delay. Oh, light fell off. Yeah, I'm just trying to work stuff. Oh. It's like it's easier said than done, and all this setting stuff, and trying to work on. So I'm trying to learn how to do all that. So audio is low. Ah, I can check that. I don't know. Let's see. How's the audio? Oh, I can check that. Hang on. If I do. I can do this. Got the microphone set up. I might have to adjust the setting. So, yeah, so that's just maxed out. Um, yeah, I tried to check the audio. That seems to work a little better. Streaming better. All the stuff is done. Yeah. So yeah, I can barely hear myself too. So how do I fix that? Yeah. Okay. So audio, audio. It is low. Why? Yeah. I mean, I didn't max it out, but do I need to have it closer? If I get it closer, does it work better? Um, or is it the microphone? I mean, I got a brand new one. I'm trying to see. I got a long delay. It's like 30 seconds. Yeah, OBS is not hard. It's just there's so much on there that you're trying to work for it, you know? Yeah, I just got to get the microphone closer. And yeah, so I have to try the, right, well, so I have to see. Yeah, it's louder, but um, I can't tell what it sounds. I can hear myself now, but I wonder if I can get it louder. I can't seem to, oh, maybe I can check, learn the settings, you know? Uh, yeah, I may have to go on the, set it up right. I can hear better. Yeah, I'm always working. So I got to learn to do all this because I'll be going. I'm leaving for in a couple of weeks for Japan. I'll be gone for 6 weeks in Japan, so I have to learn to get all these settings right, get my cameras working, all the stuff, and then trying to get organized and how to learn the stuff. And I can put more cameras. I get like footage if I do videos and stuff. I can do. I got stuff on SD cards. Yeah, it'll be fun. So, yes, 45 seconds, that's about right. That's what it looks like, 45 seconds. So, I don't have a timer with me. I have to set the timer and check it out. But it's okay. But, you know, like I said, it'd be fun. Listen to me. I learn to look at the camera when I'm talking. You know, I don't even need this right now. This, yeah, 45 seconds. And, you know, I got a bunch of videos I can put in, and I was just trying, but I'm still, I don't think I got the. Let's see here. Let me check on the video capture. See. Okay. So let me go here. Uh, there we go. So let's see here. If I do. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can play those videos. It won't be long. Now I got to do window capture. Let's see. Properties. Media player. Okay. So if I move it up here, to see if I play something. Ah, here we go. So, okay, so I got two captures. So this is video clown loaches. Yeah, breeders in the big tank. See how the video looks okay. Gotta adjust some stuff. They don't like the camera, and you put a camera in there and you start videotaping. They're like, don't like this. So put some food in there. We'll see. They usually come up. Yeah, they look pretty good. All tank raised ones. So just craziness. Yeah, they're about like 3, 4, 5 inches. They're not small. Good size. So trying to so that works. So okay, so like I say, I got a lot of videos and stuff. And let me see if I get out of here and I go close this up and see what those. Why that doesn't work right there. So how do I get my little screen on the corner? Where did that come from? Yeah, yeah, a lot of videos. Uh, these ones they were working, but I don't think they work. Yeah, I gotta check these videos don't work. I'm just testing. How long is this one? Yeah, it's another minute. Yeah, oh, this is a little clearer for the loaches. Yeah, didn't stir up the tank too much. That looks good. If I go on the YouTube channel, yeah, the chat's there. So on YouTube, yeah. So right. All right. So now I shut that down. Let's see what else I can put up. So let's see how that stuff looks pretty good. There you go. Photos, and then I go album. Let's see here. Let's see how that looks again. If I click on that, okay, looks good. I got the sound off. Yeah, that looks good. Some eggs from catfish eggs. But I wanted to see how the image looks like on just clips. Yeah, the image looks good. And how about in the broadcast? Get the eggs. Got the it's nice. So I go here. Yeah, it's just looking at the finnage, working on different patterns on their fins and stuff. Let's see what else we got out here. Oh, catfish. How this look like? Is the image good? Little baby multipunctadas. Yeah, a little bit of buffering, but yeah, the image good. Okay, so how about if I the broadcast? Take a second. This is nice. Okay, let's go on something else. Uh, I just gotta find one video. Oh, I know one way to go. One more place. I gotta go to just it's like we work on stuff, right? And trying to make sure this stuff goes with pictures. So if I do pictures, I have to do a setting differently. So let's do window capture. Which one's that one? Oh yeah, that's the camera. I don't need that. Okay, let's do another one. Adding a video capture, window capture. This is going to be, if I want to get File Explorer. Yes. Okay. Let's see that. File Explorer. Yeah, let's do that. So if I do a picture, I click on the picture, does that come up? Oh, sorry. It'll take a minute to display. It seems to work. Yeah, you're always setting up. Take a second. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. So if I do this, does the picture come up? Because the windows are different. When I'm using, those are videos and pictures. When I'm doing the videos, it works. Now I'm just got to click on the picture and set up the window capture device for that one. Don't see it. Yeah, so the windows didn't come up. Okay, so how do I get the pictures? Image? Okay, I'm out. All right, let's see. Image. Okay, and let's see. How do I? There's got to be another way. So, slideshow? Okay. Just trying to see that. Whoops. No, I'm at this. I'm gonna get out of here. I got it. I'm gonna close that out and start up. There you go. For some reason, when I try to stream two things at once, it's like I got OBS and then I got OBS and YouTube going together, then it creates a bit of conflict. Okay. So now let me go albums. No, not albums. Let me go image. Image shows up on the screen, but it doesn't show up. Yeah, I'm doubling again. So I got yeah, it's tripling now. That's not working. So I got to close. I can't. It's really hard to do the streaming. Yes, the clown looks good. So I'll have to figure out how to do slideshows. That would be nice. I gotta set it up. Like when they're on Google Drive, I can get Google Drive, Google Pictures, I can get all that stuff. But when I'm doing files out of the hard drive or files on an SD card that are slides, I can't seem to show them up. So I'll have to practice with that. I have to figure out what setting I got to do to get it going. Right now, this is just, if I click on this one, no, click on that. So on bread stuff, that works well. Here I can play videos and can do pictures, right? So nice fest days here. Oh, this is a video, angelfish. So they're doing their thing. The eggs there, and the male's got the hump. Yeah, it's just Festes, breeding colors, koi angels, guppies, more guppies. It's this picture stuff, show tanks, blue angels. I'm going quick, sorry. Gummy. A slantum, little pair of a slantum, Cyclosoma slantum. Feste female, she's got a little breeding tube down. Panda angels. Yeah, with building racks. So, packing. Trying to find the loaches. I got a little video of loaches in here. I can hear the rain, so little baby loaches. These are the shooters. They grow so quick I have to pull them out, and they came out of this tank. So you can see the little baby loaches. Location website. Right now the website's down. I'm not like using it, so I'll have to. Don't really need the to do website. I'm not so much into it, So I'm not selling anything right now. I'm kind of just trying to work on streaming and just work at Imperial. Right now I'm in Imperial Tropicals. So I'm here 5 days a week, and then I go home on the weekend. So Imperial's in Lakeland, and I'm in Sarasota. So I do this. Share a location. I don't know how to do that. Location. I don't even know how to. Yeah, I see the chat, but I don't think I can write in it. I have to go to the live streaming. And I have to go right here. And not sure how. Oops, right. Yeah, it's there, but does it show on the other one? Doesn't. Why is it not here? It worked on the live streaming. Doesn't look like it's connected. Okay, so go to YouTube. Yeah, like I said, this is all trial stuff. I'm not really advertising for this. All I'm trying to do is learn how to use the software, learn how to go through, and if there's a bug, then I'll fix it, right? Like right now it's doubling up again, so the screen's doubling up. So not sure what that is. Something else to fix. So I can see the chat right here, so I have to. There's so many settings to fix, so many things to deal with. Right. So videos. I'm just gonna go through stuff here. The angels, shell dwellers. Videos aren't great. Like I got much better videos. I just gotta sort them right. You know. This is, lots of fish. I know. Yeah, I was setting up new tanks, flower pots, that kind of stuff. And these are like 220 gallons. Not too bad. We're just trying to, yeah, learn to use the software, right? With the adjustments and all that stuff. I'm just trying to, like, work in progress. So I don't know when I started. I just don't. It's 25 minutes already. Oh, there's the farm or the greenhouse buffering. Buffering. Not sure what is buffering, but it's buffering. Severum's in here. I didn't have the camera right now, so underwater camera. This is just, I think, external camera. Just trying to show you stuff I have and shade cloth. Got a bunch of big tanks I just set up there. What else we got out here? Endlers, plenty of endlers. Redback Menikapu angels. The redback, those are pairs. I was just taking pictures. Can never remember the fish. Central American, South American. You get the right. This is our females. The black dorsal. Oh man, I'll figure it out. Shrimp. A little mixed stuff of neocardinas, big loaches. Well, big loach, 4 inches, 4 inches, and I tried to work on the four stripes. So four stripes, the little loaches, when they grow, they usually there's three stripes, but I get a lot of them that get four stripes, and that's staying. Yeah, just making sure they look good. There's a couple females in there that are starting to have eggs. Just like surveying the stock, surveying the stock. Yeah, it's a challenge. It's raining right now, so I got to load all this stuff. It's already 10 o'clock. I've got to go to bed soon because I got a long day tomorrow. I got to get up at 6:30, 6, get work done. I got the whole setup here. I got to break down. There's a nice little view. These are clown loach eggs. So these are clown loach eggs. So they look real good, and that's the color you want them. And you get quite a few. This is one fish. So this is like a 4.5-inch female. Gives you that. They're already hydrating, so they've already swelled up. They're going to swell up a lot more. And then the hatch will be really good. That'll be a good hatch. Big festy females. Yeah, I haven't sorted the videos. So it's like there's always something. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Cyclosoma ornatus. Another Central American. Ornatus. That's from Ecuador. Ecuador, yeah. A little softer water. There's some nice fish out there that you don't see in the hobby. Argentia upside down. Yeah, planted tanks. Like I say, this is after a hurricane, so I had a lot of stuff broken everywhere and resorting stuff. So, yeah, I had a few hurricanes I went through over the years. Yeah, hatcheries. Yeah, flooding in here. I have to clean some stuff up. This isn't too bad. You get an idea of the tanks, and sometimes the tanks are empty because I don't need them right now. I just put water when I need them. Yeah, it's just good to have spare tanks to move fish around or when they're breeding. Some Tanganyikans. This is Congoensis, lamp African, West African cichlid, Severums. Well, Atromaculatus, that's what that fish was. Atros, the female gets Atromaculatus. That stays. So, yes, yeah, that's the ornatus, Cyclosoma ornatus. I think there's a different name now, but that's the hero, I think. That's the hero. mezzo something. I'll have to go over stuff, but gives you an idea of the hatchery, you know. Some stuff was building, I was building, I was moving. I'm always moving and stuff. I have some Triticefalus with some daffodils in there, trying to grow them up for colonies. And then you got a lot of catfish and other cichlids in there. Mostly grow out tanks. Lots of tanks everywhere. Those are all 75s. Little Congoensis right here, Lamprologus congoensis, little spawns. I'm just walking around, and a lot of eggs in all these tubs here and buckets. I think we can see catfish. And I got a lot more fish outside, but that was something else. So, yeah, I'm going to end it right now. I just wanted to do a test on the chat. It seemed to work, but I'd like to know why when I'm streaming and if I go on the YouTube channel and then I go on OBS, then suddenly I get like multiple screens. It just keeps going forever. I know there's got to be a setting for that, or there's something I'm not supposed to do, but it's a work in progress. Work in progress. Yeah, this up here. Yeah, leave that like that, and then. Oh, hang on. Where is it? What did I do? Window capture? Ooh, it's always something. I love this. I think it's this one. There we go. I'm back in there. So there you go. We'll keep plugging away here. I'm going to have to adjust this microphone. I'm not too keen on the microphone. I figured how to do this stuff. Yeah, streaming is like an art form, right? You have to learn and figure out how to play with it. So there's no like easy way, right? I just got to stream and then worry about the mistakes later. Yeah, wild fish tanks, hey. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? I just saw you there. Missed you. Yeah, I'm just playing, you know, just trying to get stuff done, and like I'm still looking at the settings and stuff. And so let me see if I can get I got it right here. A couple of videos I was going to show you. Uh, got to find them. This one, no, wrong setup. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. So I've got to do, yeah, like it's about like window capture. Is this it? File Explorer. No, I want window capture. So I've got to go right here. Media player. Yeah, there you go. Media player. No, that's not it. Yeah, that'll work. So I got a lot of clown loach stuff. So remember this one. These look good right there. Clown loaches. Gotta find them right there. Right here, little video clown loaches for you. That's when I had a decent amount. Oh, got to expand it. There we go. No clown loaches for you. Yeah, that's when I had a bunch of them. They're looking good. These are all tank rays. Every one of them was tank rays. Hey, hey Jeff. So good to see you. I'm still not too sure how to use the chat. Like it keeps jamming on me, so I'll have to work on that. There's some loaches for you, a little treat. So for some reason, there's got to be a way to, like I'm learning the stream, so just a matter of working the camera, working the
By the way, I'm at Imperial right now. Every night I'm here. So, and then let's see, little clips of loaches. I mean, yeah, little baby loach. I just got little clips, like 15 seconds of loaches here. Little guys. Tank's dirty, but that's because it's hard to clean and vacuum these fish. They're so small and there's so many of them. But you know, you keep changing water and stir it up and things like that. You know, trying to find. Oh yeah, so if I go, this is what I've got to do. This one is. I'm trying to. Oh, here we go. Okay, put it up there. So, let me see if I can get. Okay, that's not it. So I got to switch that. No, that's not what I want. Oh, that's the camera. I want that. Okay, I'm trying to get the loaches. So, there we go. Got to learn to transfer all these, like switch these files. So there's some little loaches. This is a. These are the shooters, the one that get bigger, and I have to pull them out of the small loach tanks, and then you'll see when you. They're the same age. These guys are going to be the same age as the tank next door, which are going to be really, really small. These guys. So they're the same age. So you get shooters, you get the loaches, they get a lot bigger, quicker, and you got to sit there trying to pluck them out because they eat all the food, and the other ones are just staying small. You can see their stripes and stuff. And let's see, this one here looks pretty good. Gotta buffer it in there. So that looks pretty good. It's so tiny, but they're all the same age, you know. If those little ones stay small long, they just stay small. They never grow. So you got to make sure they get plenty of food. So just like I say, it's just working this up. I've got so many videos and streaming and stuff. Everything I've done. It's just a matter of like trying to find out what I could play. I'm just picking videos right now. So, yeah, that one's not going. So I got to move this over here. There's streaming. The Argentias. So you learn to use all this stuff. It's not like easy. And I'm still not sure about the sound, you know. Did Alex with Fish Story reach out about interview? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, I got to read all this stuff. Hey, Mike B. Imperial, how's it going? Empire, Mike. Shoaling behavior, yeah, those clown loaches, they like to school around. They're very good at it, and they're all in unison, so they were like all together. And, yeah, learn as they go, for sure. Yeah, Alex got the fish. Yeah, fish story. I got to do a streaming with them or whatever podcast with them. I think it's Friday, so I'll have to figure out. So I'll be late, so I'll be back home because I'll go back home and on. I'll go back home on Friday, and then the weekend I work on the house, get the property going, and yeah, work on all this stuff. I'm gonna see if I could go check on this. If I close this, another video will go, and I gotta go to YouTube. I can access the YouTube my YouTube stuff, uh, but for some reason it doesn't seem to last very long. There's a conflict between if I watch my YouTube streaming and then I play with it, two different screens, it doesn't seem to work very well. So I'm here. chat. Yeah, see the chat I'm behind on here. Yeah. Oh, good. Learning process. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be a lot. I didn't think I'd have anybody checking me out. That I was just playing, didn't advertise. I wanted to just see how it works and how it looks. And so I'm just trying to, yeah, work all this stuff together. Like I got a lot of, I'm just trying to pick a few videos here. And learn to look at the camera when I talk to you guys. Stay in front of the microphone because I'll tend to move away. And it's just, like I say, I got plenty to say. It's just, and then learning to do, how do you say, have a little, how do you say, a program. So okay, stick to the plan. Because if not, I'll be scattered all over the place. Like now we're just messing around and look at the videos of fish. Yeah, Manicapura, angels. I still don't know how to do a slideshow, so I got to do that. I got tons of slideshows. Let's see what else I got. Let's see. Shrimp. See how they look. Homemade camera with a little glass. And if you guys got anything you want me to share, I got tons of, like I say, information. Like I haven't really shown the hatchery or anything like that, and right now I don't have anything. I just got memories and lots of videos and knowledge. Nice blue shrimp, got a bunch of those. Yeah, I'm going through all this right now, and it's nice to see. But the streaming is pretty good. Yeah, you ought to see it. Yes, like I say, like I'm using OBS right now, and there's so much stuff, and I just want to get it like just to get basics. Like I told earlier, I'll be leaving and go to Japan in exactly 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone for 5 to 6 weeks. I'm going to do a bit of streaming of everything. Hopefully see a few farms, but just trying to do my future life somewhere else, right? So I'm planning to move, and so I'm trying to sell the land and trying to sell the property farm, and then trying to do streaming over there, trying to visit farms, stream farms. So right now I'm just like learning. So and then to figure out where to go. I'm going to be going to Hiroshima, going to Osaka in the beginning, Kyoto, and then I'm going to be visiting a bunch of villages, small towns, uh, and then Shodoshima Island. I'm going to go to Nishiwakura Village is another one I want to see, and then Hiroshima at the end. And in Hiroshima, I'll be looking at schools, Japanese schools. I'm learning Japanese right now. I do a lot of Japanese. I just finished a class earlier. I've been doing Japanese for almost a year. I do okay. But for me to do really well, I've got to learn more of it. So moving over there into school for about a year, really learn the Japanese, and then I'll be really set to go out there. You know. Yeah. So, here's a nice one. These guys, you'll like these guys. It's a good one. Oh, I think this is albino farloellas. I used to do those. That's kind of nice. But you know, I'm going to plan another couple of trips this year to Japan, so I'm going to do that. But this one's a long one. First, I was there in January, so I'm going to go back. Uh, Let me see how streaming is looking over here. Yeah. Yeah, OBS, man, using OBS. Yeah, the farm will list. I'll list the farm for sale probably in October. You know, I got to do the Japan trip, and then I'm going to do. Got to keep it fresh, keep it ready. You know, and then let's see what else. Those are Falawellas, Royals, a bunch of shrimps and shrimp in there, and there's little guppies and stuff. A lot of times when you're breeding these catfish, you got to keep guppies in there because they get mosquitoes, and those Falawellas aren't going to eat mosquitoes. Like I'm just clipping them on videos right now. I don't even know. Yeah, we see the blues already. What's in here? Oh, pencilfish. Yeah, I did pencilfish for a while too. Those are the red ones. Yeah, yeah, little pencilfish. I'm a big fan of pencilfish. I think they have cool behaviors. Yeah. They're not too hard to breed. They just don't produce big numbers, you know. They grow pretty quick, but they're just don't. So they're kind of fun. Yeah. So a lot of plan for the future. You know, like I say, I'm just clipping stuff up right now. They're so nice though. Such a cool fish. Yeah, breeding is fun. That's the chance. It's a lot of people, you know, I didn't really do this for the money, right? I do this because I like the fish and I like, but the challenge for me was the breeding. You know, I didn't really care for all the marketing and trying to work on websites and the packing and the shipping and the, but the breeding of the fish is where I like the challenge. That's the part that gets me excited. You know, kind of about new fish. Some fish it worked out, some fish it didn't. But the idea of working and trying to figure stuff out, that's what got me going, right? And then you share, trying to share knowledge and help others, and yeah, they got little gouramis there, those samurai gouramis. I never really got them going, you know, never got around to it. I mean, I did what I could, but they were really nice. I got some nice little footage of those. These are like raw footage. This is not edited footage, right? This is like going around and just sticking a camera in the tank. And if you guys know videos, right? It's if you want to make it look good, you got to spend hours on it, cutting it and pasting it, and, you know, and it's like tedious work. So I'd rather just do this and then cut, you know, whatever, fast forward the frames and stuff. So it's a lot easier that way. You know, it's a nice little clip there of a samurai gourami. So editing, like I just took a lot of videos and one day I'll go through them all. So let me see how's the chat going because you guys got a lot going on in chat and I'm not really paying attention to it. Uh, where am I? I'm not sure the farm will sell that quickly. It's not for everybody, and we'll see. You know, and I got to get a little bit of money on it, some because it's my retirement. That's all I got. Uh, Synodontis, they're not hard to breed. Synodontis, it's just it's a question of age and it's a question of food. right? Make sure they're nice and fed, and then you got to give them the medium to breed if they like to breed in caves. If they need a surrogate, like if they're multipunctatus, then you got to have a surrogate cichlids to get the eggs. And yeah, it's just a matter of like working with it. You know, the yeah, the price is high on this catfish, but I couldn't sell that many. It's just the market is not there. You know, it took me. I could easily breed, like 50,000 petricolas in a season. There's no way I can sell them in a year, right? So I would just be a couple of spawns, things like that. Let me show you some footage. I got some nice footage of petricolas. I mean, they're out here. Oh, okay. No, it's on the Google. Google. There we go. Google petricolas. Hang on, let me find those. I got a nice footage of a colony petricolas. I don't think it's this. It's got to be. Let me find that. Let's see. It's going to be this page. It's probably going to be the other one. Let me see this one. No, that's not it. It's going to be in here somewhere. Uh, Man, I got so much. I got to change this image here. Hang on. Let me. Because right now you get the media player. So I got to close that out. Close that out. And then let me put my Google. Google. Okay, put that up top. Okay, capture Google Chrome. All right, and now I'm on Google. Let me give it a second. There we go. So this is the farm. Uh, where are the videos of the catfish? I had that earlier. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna find you that picture. That's not it. Where is that? Now it's bugging me now. That's bugging me. Is it here? I don't think it's that. I use a lot of cages. That's not it. Sorry, guys. I was watching it earlier. So you guys to see them nice petricolas, but right here. Here we go. Found it. Okay, let me. I think this is it. Yeah, I'll pause that. Pause it, and then I gotta. What do I do? I think it's this one. Yeah, so I gotta move that over. There we go. So there's your petricolas. So these are massive. I mean, like they were like 6 to 8 inches. The male's probably 10 inches. I got like 30, 40 pieces in there. So those are doing really well. So you get like, yeah, they're hard water fish. Petricol's a hardwater fish. Yeah. Yeah, they're like age-wise, they're the age of my kids. So they're probably like 18 years old. So, and they look really good as they get older. The small ones are cute, but as they get older, they get the nice like patterns on their body and the bright white fins and edges. And they were breeding well. They're doing good. They ended up. Yeah. There's other videos too. I got a lot of videos also on Instagram. Let's see if I get a couple. There's some funny ones on there on Instagram. Instagram, Instagram. So find Instagram. Yeah, I'll have to find stuff like that. So where are we at on the videos here? How's that look like? Still got a few seconds, so I'm gonna plug away here. Uh, so it's gonna be the Chrome again. Yeah, I'll have to look. But yeah, like I say, they got big flower pots and nice and healthy and chubby catfish. I'm not. They're not picky eaters. They eat the same food. I'm not very big on varied fish food. I feed them pretty much everything the same food. Nice. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Ryan, you got a bunch of Petricola. Nice. You know. Yeah, they get big. They just take forever to grow. They grow so slow. You know. Yeah. Now, Petricolas they do sell. Is just that they they hide. You know, people will buy them and they sit in a tank and you never see them. You know, they're not like the multipunctados, which will come out and be like super active and all over the tank. Let me get you a video of that. I'll show you a little clip that I did of multipunctados and how active they are. Uh, yeah. So here we go with that. Let's see if I can play that. I have to move that over. Here we go. So this is little feeding of multipunctatus, you know. So you get to see how many you get when you start breeding them. So that's a craziness shows up, you know. So see if I can expand it a little bit. Yeah. They're super active. Like if they come up and they feed and they they're vacuum cleaners, but they go crazy. They're small. These are about an inch long, maybe an inch and a quarter. You know, nice and chubby. They're little golf balls, a little round, spiky fins. So let me show you. I got another one which is basically will show you how many catfish can. Oh, here we go. So you get an idea. Like when I start breeding this stuff, that's a tub full. There's probably a couple of thousand petricolas and multipunctatus in here. So you know, just pour them out of the tub. I got so many. But it'd take me a year to sell them all, right? They'd grow, they'd grow, they'd grow, and then they'd get too big, and then people wouldn't want to. So they're hard to ship to. That was a big problem for me. Shipping was a I'd lose so many because they'd poke holes in the bags. There's nothing I could do. They'd poke so many holes. Synodon's hybrid sterile? No, definitely not. Definitely not. That's how it's fun to come up with all kinds of finnage and colors and patterns. I've got some really nice stuff that I work for, you know. So yeah, shipping those guys was a pain. But it gives you an idea, and then there was another one that's pretty good. Let me see. I might have to find it here. Little video. Oh, right here gives you an idea of these are petricolas. So little baby petricolas, but you can see how many is in the pipe. So there you go, petricolas. Yeah, this is a 6 inch clay pipe. So you put a little bit of food in there, and then they come out. Yeah, little feisty fish. And it's, they're small. These things are half an inch. Maybe an inch. That 6 inch pipe. Yeah, so maybe 3/4 of an inch long to half an inch long. So they're not very big, but the pipe is about 6 inch. The hole's probably 5 inches. So, but you get an idea that, and then yeah, they're shy, but they're not, right? Yeah, nice stuff pipe. I can tell you something, you don't put your hand in there and trying to lift the pipe because you're going to be grabbing a lot of needles. These are sharp, like surgical needles. They go right into your skin and they stay there. It hurts. Yeah, there's two petricolas. There's Lucipinus and petricolas, I think. They're two different fish. I think it's a locale thing, but they look very similar. It's I would say like one's from the north of the lake and the other one's from the south, but technically they're petricolas. They'll hybridize and they'll look the same. Lucipinus has bigger spots and a little lighter colored, and the true petricola is a darker skin. You know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't have Lucipinus. I didn't really. I mean, I looked at him, I saw him, and I'm like, it's too similar. I already have enough of these guys, and yeah, people, you know, at the end, when you're selling 10,000 catfish, people don't really care if it's a Lucipinus or a Petricola. They just wanted a catfish, right? So it's a little catfish. So yeah, a collection point. Yeah, so they're trying to market it differently, but you're still selling a limited market. I mean, you're not creating market. I think the biggest problem with this industry is that they're not creating new customers, right? A lot of the guys are battling for the same customer, right? And so it's it that there's not enough fish tanks around for the young ones to get familiar with it. Even you got to get people involved. Even in the fish club, I don't see enough kids. I don't see fish clubs in schools anymore. So we're not really creating customers, and this is a part that I get disappointed with because it's not that hard, right? You just when you got passion, you can share that, right? But a lot of people don't really want to. They have passion, but I think they keep it to themselves and they don't really share it too much. They share it in the clubs, but it's nice to show to people that don't know fish, right? I mean, there's so many people here. Like I'm selling a lot of equipment. I'm selling furniture and things like that, and people come here and they live down the street and they never knew there was a fish farm here, right? Or they're like, oh my God, I didn't know you have fish tanks and we're looking for a fish tank and blah blah blah. So exposure is a big thing, but also I think that how do you say extended your passion to others that makes them curious, and then curiosity, creates future customers or future people in the hobby. So there's a lack of that. I think that we're competing with the phone, we're competing with TikTok and all that stuff. But I think that if you are serious about it and you dedicate, let's say, a day a week or a day a month in schools to show kids how to do fish tank or go collecting with them, like Ryan, you go collecting all the time, right? So yeah, that's the fun part, right? Like, who doesn't like to get dirty and slap water around and dig in the mud and look at fish, right? That's kind of fun looking for turtles and things like that. So yeah, I just think there's a lot of that's different. Like, I'll just show you some stuff. My kids are really big into animals, but you know, like for example, my son Hugo, we'd go on the farm and find snakes. So he'd catch these snakes. So these are like red corn snakes, or you know, and this is a big female, and so I got tons of videos of that, right? So you got him doing that, the snake, and he was really big into reptile. He never bought any reptile. He didn't have to. He'd just go out there and catch them, and then you get him. So this is a good one, you know. So you had fun with that, and then let's see here. I think there's another one here. I got like 3 or 4 videos of snakes with him. Oh yeah, he's got a black racer. He's able to catch one. Those are extremely fast. I've never been able to catch him, but he was able to catch one, and it didn't do anything. You know, it was nice and gentle with it. Had fun with it, and you know, and it's like, okay, I'll let it go. And so you know, like people got, if you expose them to them, expose youth to animals and stuff, they get into it. You know, you just gotta maintain it, right? You know, I mean, there's a good one here where is it, there's another one here. I mean, just to show you how much he liked the stuff. Let's see here. I was on, so Hugo caught a little gator. Where did I get that? Is it in here? Where was that at? Oh, it was on Instagram, where I was, sorry. So let's go back. So he was on the farm here. He was at the farm here at Mike's place, and you know, he was helping out, working, whatever, and where is it? Let's see here. Sorry, oh here. So he caught a little gator. Went out there in the ditch and dove in and caught it, which is so hard to do, man. I don't know how he did it. So he went out there and got it. So, you know, people, and, you know, people just have to have fun, you know, you got to be able to share that, and he's getting that. He's not so big into fish. He likes the fish, but he's not a fish tank guy. But, yeah, the fish stores are different now. The chain stores are different. They're more into high volume, and most of the fish store are into like the chain stores, right? I'm talking the chain stores, not the mom and pops, but the chain stores. They're more into like getting the first sale, right? Getting your first betta, first 10-gallon tank. They make the money on the first sale. They don't really like to maintain people, right? It's like in and out. It's like you go to McDonald's, get your burger, and you're out. You know, we're not maintaining you. You just come back to another one. So the big chain store, Petco, PetSmart, supermarket, they're not maintaining, right? They're not creating fish clubs. They're not. Maybe some of them are, but like I've never really seen like support, right? They hire people to catch the fish, and it's just a turnover, right, to sell the merchandise and all that. But they don't maintain, so you got to maintain it in the mom and pop shops and stuff. So kids can feel it if there's no interest, right? Like my kids will go to go Petco, but they won't go to the fish section because they see that nobody really cares, right? So they'll go to the section where there's the bunnies or the reptiles or the birds, where people are always handling them, and it's, oh, that's a cool section. But there needs to be more of like really appreciating the fish, right? Appreciating the art of the fish, or the fish tank, the decorations and the maintenance, and how cool it is to see them in breeding colors, whatever it is, right? Yeah, so, yeah, like, you got to get the kids interested in that, and it's hard. It's hard, right? You know. Yeah, yes, fish stores closing. Yeah, it just can't compete, right? They can't compete with the market, and then the cost of everything is expensive. You know, overhead, labor, right? So there's a lot of stuff to take in consideration when you do a lot of stuff like that. Let's go back to YouTube, and because I can't keep it on, then the screen starts doubling. I don't know how to stop that. Right. So if I go here, see how my channel looks like. Yeah, yeah, it's still good. Chat. Yeah. But yeah, appreciate you guys being there. This was unexpected, unexpected. Like I say, I'm just so like it's doubling now, and it's going to triple in a second. So I gotta close that. Yeah. So yeah, it's doubling. So I'll close that and go back to my page. So like I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of basketball, a lot of training. kids and stuff. But I haven't done all the fish stuff. I got so much fish videos I got to sort out, you know. And that's Imperial's farm, you know. So you get the peacock tanks. You guys are familiar with that if you've been here. So yeah, they're nice tanks, you know. It's a show pieces. It's a nice conversation pieces and stuff like that. But like I said, I think there's a lack in promotion. They're not promoting the right way. So to have, you know, stuff is good. But yeah, turtles are cool. Yeah, turtles. There's a good one. I'll show you turtles. Hang on. Let me go back here. If you went in the ditch and found a big turtle, where is it at? Let me see. Photos. Yeah, you'll like that. See some big turtles. This is a big one. I haven't seen big ones like that. Like this was a big turtle. I mean, he had so much algae on him. I think it's a coot, but hang on, something like that. Florida coot. There's a video out here somewhere. Oh yeah, yeah. So my kid's 6'7". He had good sized hands, and look at that, like the size of that turtle. He had a notch on him, and that was at Mike's place. He was, I think it's a female, I'm not sure, but full of duckweed. So, yeah, like he loved animals. He loved it. Yeah, Finding Nemo for sure, for sure. Clownfish. Yeah, yeah. Now we got a lot of those genetically modified fish. You know, the glowfish. But that's a monopoly. You know, I can't breed them and sell them, even though you can. You know, I can do it. Just I'm not allowed to. So they're patented fish, so you can't breed them, you can't sell them. There's only one company selling those, the glowfish, all of them. So yeah, there's like I say, those are the big ones, and they always come up with a new fish. There's the glow bettas, the glow angels, and glow, you know, tetras, glow catfish. I mean, I don't know what they're up to now. They're doing whatever they can to glowfish. Yeah, like Mike's Farm's a nice place. You know, he grooms it well. He does a lot of good work though. He brings in a lot of new fish, and he's trying to promote. But it's you got to be able to have new market. You got to have create market, right? If you go to school, start clubs, go to, you know, interest kids in nature and stuff like that. We are lacking that in a serious way. So, but anyways, like I think it's still good to do stuff, and you know, that's my goal. That's why streaming is important to me. I want to try to get into that, trying to show, you know, show what the fish is all about, you know, and show what other people are doing too, sharing and stuff like that, you know, and so yeah, so like the farm. This is all Mike's place. Like we're building tanks and racks, but this is the property. So this is the farm right now. This was a few weeks ago. So the greenhouse is empty pretty much, and there's nothing left in there. And then the buildings are pretty empty. I've just got a couple of rooms left with some 40 breeders to get rid of, and but those are the ones that are not selling. You know. Yeah, the hobby is stagnating, I think. I mean, right now it's all about like having big fish tanks with lots of colored fish, right? So these are blocks, and I had thousands of blocks because they were all holding tanks and vats and stuff and fish. And so this room was got emptied. There's still some vats there, but that's all gone now. That room's pretty much empty. But it was just process. These are videos of the process, you know, of dismantling and getting rid of stuff. And, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, you can't sell this farm, a place like that as a fish farm. Nobody wants it. They just want land. And you know, so the greenhouse is pretty much empty. If Ryan is still there, you saw what this farm looked like when it was full of tanks. So, yeah, the blocks are all gone. The racks are gone. The tanks are gone. And slowly, I mean, it took a while, right? So this was like a couple of weeks ago, so it's still little things left. But what's happening is that I shut down in January, so we're in June. So it took 6 months for me to get rid of this stuff, and I'm still not done. So a lot of stuff is, you know, just junk. I mean, there's some filters and stuff, and I still got a lot of tanks in the building, but the greenhouse is getting dismantled. I already dismantled a lot of stuff, but I got to get the rest. You got a couple of big tanks left, and most of that stuff is, it's not worth anything to anybody. Just old, It's good for reptiles or something like that, right? So, yeah, the thing is changing, right? It's changing, and it's okay, right? I'm going to the different route. I've done my breeding. I've done my fish stuff. It's time for me to do something else. In the hobby still, I still be the fish. I'm not dropping that. But I'm not going to be farming. I'm not going to be breeding. I'm not going to have fish tanks. I don't want to do fish tanks. I don't do maintenance. I'd rather share. I'd rather help. Like I'm helping Mike right now with building a new hatchery for him. So it was plenty of physical work. And so, like I say, there's plenty to do. Plenty to do, right? They want to do fish, go ahead. So it's 11 o'clock, guys. I'm going to have to go because I got to get up in the morning. And appreciate the talk. I'm going to be back out here tomorrow. I'm going to keep plugging away and working on this. And tomorrow I'll probably get the chat better, trying to work that. But hopefully the sound worked out better. I don't really know what's out there, like how it looks. But it's kind of nice to see some guys watching or talking. It's kind of fun. I'm talking to myself, but you guys are there. It's nice. Yeah, it would be nice to sell the farm as a farm, but let me tell you, it's so hard. It's so hard. But like I say, I'm not losing hope, but I'll get the place looking good, and if they want to use it a farm, they can, but it'll be nice and clean. That's the plan. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back. I'll try to do the same again tomorrow night. I'll try to figure out how to advertise, and but I'm still learning, right? I don't like to have too many crowd people. I don't know what I won't be able to manage with you guys. So you guys have a good night. We'll see you. Thanks. Yeah, got it.